Welcome to Enots Engineering. I'm Alan. Today I'm in the garage next to the workshop. I had an accident with my car and I had to replace some of the plumbing fittings which were on the wall. So let's go to the workshop and see how I do it. This is the end of my garage wall and the car is usually here, nearly up to the wall. This did have a tap on here. It was a plastic tap because being in the garage it gets cold and I didn't want it to freeze during the winter. This is the tap that broke. You can see it broke off here and it had split down here. When bringing the car in, every now and then I've just clipped the tap with the front bumper of the car. But a few weeks ago, came in, just clipped the top, and the tap broke off. Water flooded out of here, so I had to turn the water off. Now what I want to do is replace the tap, and what I'm going to do is move it higher up the wall so I can see it, and it's not below the bumper. So to do that, I've already slackened this off. I can take off the fitting that was screwed to the wall. I'll use that again. And what I want to do is take this pipe off. This is a ball valve. This cuts the water off. And at the moment there's water in this side, nothing on this side. If I turn that screw, water will come through. So what I need to do before I take this off is go and turn the water off. Now, most properties have two locations to turn the water off. There's this one which is set outside in the pavement and is the responsibility of the water company. This has a water meter in it and the water company can read the meter without removing the top. To turn the water off, what I need to do is open the lid. The meter is underground and this wire sends a reading to the top when the water company needs it. Just on top of that is a piece of polystyrene to prevent the frost from freezing the water pipes. I'll take that out, and at the bottom is the top of the meter. You'll need to dig some of the soil out to get to the stopcock. The stopcock is located on the left hand side near the front, but I'll use the stopcock inside the house. This is under the sink where the main water pipe comes into the house. The blue pipe coming up through the floor is the main water pipe coming in. Here is the stopcock and I'll turn that off to stop the water supply. Turn on one of the downstairs taps to drain the water. When it stops, you can disconnect the broken tap in the garage. You can undo the nut from the top, which I've already slackened off. This should come off. Some water will already come out, but we've already turned the water off, so that's only what's in the pipework. It looks as if this tap has been on in 3 different locations. I want to turn this 180 degrees so it faces up, so I have to take it all off. I've taken it off by heating the pipe with a blowtorch. And to prepare the pipe, I've put some emery cloth around the pipe to clean it, and I've put some soldering flux on the pipe. I'm using some new joints so that can go back on there. These have solder already in them. I have cleaned and put flux on the pipework. What I'll do is heat this here until I see the solder here, then go round to this one. The solder's melted. Now this one I can't see if the solder's run. When the solder melts you can see it come up the top of the joint. This one being up against the wall, I can't see it. We'll let that cool down and then continue with the rest of the fittings. I'll put the nut on, the olive, and what I want to do is wrap some PTF tape round. I'll wrap the tape round first, put the olive on, and then wrap the tape around the olive. Should do. That holds the olive in position so I can fit the pipe on. Fit the ball valve, push that down and put this nut on. I'm using one spanner to tighten the part and the other spanner to hold the nut. I fitted the tap mounting bracket to the wall with 3 screws and fitted the tap to the bracket using some PTF tape. Now back to the stop tap, turn the water back on, and before you do that make sure that all the taps are turned off. Now a little bit about the tap. Your water regulations may require you to have a check valve built into the tap. This tap has a check valve and that stops the water being siphoned back into the house if there's a loss of water pressure. Well, that works okay, so that's another job done. Oh well, that's it for today. Hope that was useful, hope it was interesting, and we'll see you next time on Enots Engineering.